And it does appear, Louis, that Dalvin Cook is about to join the conference. So that's my last one for you here.
Yeah.
Which team does Dalvin Cook put, if you will, over the top, or into the mix to be put over the top? Because he has his choices. Miami, Jets, Denver, New England folks are even throwing that out there the last few days, and supposedly he's got contract offers on the table. Which one do you think if he joins Team X, fill in the blank, that he puts over the top, Louis?
I think the team of those that you mentioned that he really can give a real boost to is New England, because Ramondre Stevenson needs a running mate. He does, and those two guys together, I think, would be a hell of a dynamic duo. I like the idea of him going down to Miami and just making them even faster and more explosive. Look, I think for Mike McDaniel down there, he needs to be willing to call running plays and run the football with more frequency in order to get the kind of return on investment from a Dalvin Cook that you really want. On top of the fact that he's already got Mostert, he's already got Jeff Wilson Jr., and they just drafted A-Chain out of A&M. So, I mean, A-Chain's probably the second, third fastest guy in the NFL now. So I don't know if he really puts them over the top. But New England, for sure. The team that I keep saying that I don't understand why they're not in the running back market is Dallas. Look, Tony Pollard's coming off of a significant lower leg injury. Tony Pollard is not a bell cow back. Tony is a rotational guy who needs a running mate. He needs to be with someone else who he can split the load with, so you can keep him fresh, especially coming off of a lower leg injury. You put Dalvin Cook in Dallas with Tony Pollard, now we're really talking. But I don't but there hasn't been a damn peep about it. Maybe. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe Tony Pollard's the Wolverine and everything's good. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, because, Zeke's still out there, and Fournette and Kareem Hunt and, and Saquon's not signing a tender right now, and Josh Jacobs might not even show up for week one. And, and that's the conversation we had Miles Sanders on the other day. And he read the tea leaves like, hell yeah, I'll sign a deal for $6 million per. And said it sucks to be a running back right now. And you read reports that Dallas might give CeeDee Lamb $25 million a year or something like. And I'm just wondering, what's going on? Why won't running backs be valued to the point where, again, Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs are drafted top 12? I don't get it. I don't understand this. What's happening?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. And it's not like I'm telling you something that you don't know.
You're
okay?
right.
I'm just it's this here, and I want to pull this up here real quick so I can. I mean, I can name off the top of my head, but
okay.
I
like it. If you want, I'll tap dance. I'll tap dance because we didn't get the PowerPoint, so we don't have it to show on the screen.
But no, what I'm saying is when people hear these names, this is going to be why these guys can't get paid. Okay, James Cook, second round. Ramondre Stevenson, fourth round. Breece Hall, second round. J.K. Dobbins, second down. Joe Mixon, second round. Nick Chubb, second round. I mean, so Damian Pierce, second round. Jonathan Taylor, second round. Derrick Henry, second round. Javonte Williams, second round. Isaiah Pacheco, seventh round. Tony Pollard, fourth round. People are saying, well, why pay up when I can just, in the draft, wait for a cheaper alternative that's going to give me the return on investment I need to play at a high level? Or how about I just lower the market so much to the point where you have no other choice? I don't need to pay up. I don't need to take that risk. It doesn't match up for me. It doesn't match up for me as a team builder to pay you something that's way out of my cost structure, especially considering looking at all these other teams that are getting the kind of production they're getting out of these guys who are second, third, fourth, seventh round. I mean, that's just the way GMs are looking at it. They just are. And they're going, hey, but you know what? Wide receivers, it's hard. There aren't too many seventh-round wide receivers that are, blowing it up and tearing it up right now. There aren't too many free agent wide receivers, on average that are just tearing it up. We're going to pay up for that position. We just are. It's a passing league. These guys who are freaks are going to get their money. They just are. And even some of the guys who aren't are going to get their money because we're going to throw this football 45, 50 times. It's a quarterback-driven league. They need their weapons on the outside, and we got to cut costs somewhere. And there's places where we can find great value, and that's running back. Like it or not, it doesn't mean it's not important. It doesn't mean we don't need one, but it just means this. We're going to pay these guys. We're not going to pay you because history has shown we can find more of guys like you, much more so than we can at wide receiver or corner or pass rusher. And that's just the way it's going to work out.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.